En Acción, brought to you by the U.S. Army. They're strong, then there's Army strong.
Who's gonna get the 600 Supercross?
My name is Anthony Rodriguez. I'm 19 years old and I'm a professional motocrosser. I wasn't even born, I was already around dirt bikes. My dad was always racing. As soon as I came out to this world, I was around dirt bikes and I was introduced to this world and I loved it. And I've been racing ever since I was 4. The racing growing up in Venezuela was definitely different than the racing here. It was only about 160 riders that would show up to the race, and it was all kinds of classes from the little 4 years old to the mature guys. And when you come here, there's thousands and thousands of people just trying to qualify for one race.
Drop the gate!
We always did the South American Championships, and I won 3 of them, and then I was winning a lot of Venezuela, and I felt like I wasn't moving forward because there was nobody to really push me. And I told my dad, hey, I really would love to go race in the United States. The track looked a lot better there. Everything seems so much nicer. There's sponsors, and you can make a living out of it. And it took a lot of sacrifices. I moved out here by myself when I was 13. I mean, it was always a dream, but I didn't know I could make it come true because you couldn't make a living out of it in Venezuela, and I wanted to make a living out of it so I could do what I love for the rest of my life, and that's when we decided to come out here. AMA SuperCross is something impressive. It's way more impressive in person than it is in the TV, but it's such a difficult sport that I don't think people realize how hard it is to just get through the track without crashing.
With the whole shot, but is he gonna hang on to the lead in a wild wreck? Oh my!
And it's just so competitive. We all spent our life in dirt bikes since we were little kids, and so it's definitely one of the most competitive sports, and I don't think it makes justice for how much publicity we get because this is really a really hard sport. But I think throughout the years, people start realizing how beautiful the motocross and supercross sport is, and it'll start growing more and more. It's a whole life of sacrifice, and not just yours. It's you and your family sacrificing everything to just make your dream come true. I spend 4 to 5 days a week riding and training, and then on the weekends I really can't do much because I gotta still eat healthy, and I can't really go out with my friends and eat pizza. So it's pretty much a 7-day-a-week work. It depends with the rider. There might be some riders where the 50% of it is their skill and 50% of it is the bikes. But for me, example, I grew up with so little equipment at home that I can just get used to whatever. So on my point of view, I feel like 80% of it is the rider, mental, physical, endurance, everything. And then 20% of it is the bike. The bike, it is really important though. I mean, I couldn't do what I'm doing right now without a bike like mine. But there could be a little bit of forgiving on the bike. Looking forward to the future. I would love to, get some podiums, maybe a win. And right now, I'm just learning. I'm 19 years old. This is pretty much my first year racing Supercross, but I want to make the best out of it. And when I'm at the top and I got power to help others, I definitely will do. I mean, you always want to represent your country and make them proud. And like I've always said, I'll either succeed and I'll die trying. Like this is not something I'll ever give up on.